Hello and welcome back to another Vampire series. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Wait, did he respawn? No, I guess not. But this poor guy. He looks so open. Give me your blood. And he's gone. I saw the white stuff though. I guess nothing to be concerned about. Stable. So would there be a point that it's not going to be stable?
I cannot enter. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
It's this first, you see. I need a drink, I'm so thirsty.
Use Sky, two-handed weapon. Ooh. Parry. That's interesting.
We shall overcome this.
Yeah, let's get back and try and use it. Oh, we can do this more, it's so amazing. And right after I'm upgraded the weapon some more. Despicable. Oh. What the? I should keep my pistol.
We've done it before.
No, I had a drink at
Nice.
but it didn't quench my thirst. I must have more.
It's locked.
William, please stop.
Just the sweet
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William is going all out to kill his friend.
I can't feel it.
This creature is
Please,
bedeviled.
let go of me.
I must put it down.
I'm the higher vampire. How do I parry? Okay, a bit slow. Let's see what happens. Bludgeon. Another weapon. Seems to be an upgrade for the first one. 65, 60 attack speed slower, stamina cost is higher as well. Me. Check on victims, they all looking
William
great.
was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Move steak.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Can you help me more? Come on, my brother. I'm gonna bring you back home.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Nice of you to drop by with your shipment
Patience,
to
good
now.
fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
Great
William was
timing.
not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
Great idea,
I
Doc.
just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Nice. Good of him to give me the opportunity to pick up another upgrade material.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, so I saw her leave out here. I'm supposed to take something. William corpse.
It's locked. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Also, you're saying that you're the higher vampire. Let's go, Doc. Don't we roll? Fitting.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reid.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reid, a surgeon of some
Jonathan
caliber and
Reid.
renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reid, marvelous.
Just because of how I took the blood
Have we
specimen.
met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reid, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
That's awfully kind of you. Gotta say
It
yes.
seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reid here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
So if you have to thank the nurses for the boat, does that make her an engineer?
You can do better than that. Nah. It's my turn.
Well, what's happening? There's a lot of witness.
Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Who are you? Why do you just have a guy?
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
I will kill you, but he did nothing wrong though. 500 XP. It seems that there's opportunity for more, so be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press this. Mesmerize clay.
Bring this fading light into the shadows.
My puppet,
Dance with
go
him
have
the
a bath.
dance of life and death.
Well, Jonathan Reid has a PhD in sucking blood then. Embrace. Clay coax or release him. Embracing clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gain. I would want to maximize him if I were to ever embrace him in this aspect, so I shall release him then.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
But why is there like those harmonics music playing whenever I do that though? Where did he go? Oh,
What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy.
that's because you have low blood
Did I black
cells.
out?
That's the result of low blood cells, my friend. Another
It is
temptation.
wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
But I wonder what is the consequences that they talk about. Becoming more thirsty. This is like a blood bank. Dr. Reid, hurry up. No, no, no. We got to make sure we don't miss out on stuff. Do not cough in public. Yo, this is so relatable to the current aspect of stuff.
It's locked, all right.
It's always locked, alright. Oh, there we go. Something neat. This looks like potential. Wait, what? I wonder what is he thinking. He seems to be so traumatized that he can't sleep and he's just staring into the blank wall. Sir, are you okay? Why are you so traumatized? It's not good for your eyes being so close to the light source after all. You need to have some extra sleep, otherwise you can't recover, my sir. Let me see. What's happening with all the patients here? Oh, it must be something painful enough to stop them. What's happening with all the patients? They're like, oh, just work a week. I did. What's with the music out of nowhere? So we are back here. Oh, nice. More stuff. Stay at home. Yeah, it's the influencer stuff again. I guess there's nothing more beyond this place.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Wait, what? Should I? Maybe I should. But this is like the hospital that we are trying to go into, so I think we should go back for the main mission first. Danish.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
That's neat.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reid. Your office has been prepared.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. I have some question for you. Wait, let me see. Press details. Oh, I can drain the blood as well. Healthy blood. Nice. Some a bit more heat, then we will be a bit more healthy. Is there one day that we're gonna suck all the blood? That's so bizarre. Some question for you.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
I know my room, so Dr. Swansea.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
He knows me more than I know him.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
True.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay, that's nice.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Oh dear.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second
floor of
floor.
the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Copy that.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Nurse Crane, pleasure to work with you. Hospital flu. Oh dear. Well, let's check with this corner if there's anything we can pick up. Doesn't seems like so. I thought they would just hide some kind of collectibles in these corners sometimes. Yeah, let's go to the other side. Maybe there'll be something interesting. Ah, glass veil. Possibly for crafting in the future. Now, who would you be?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Well, he sure knew that my unique blood transfusion technique comes through from the oral transmission. So, mesmerized, I need to do something to have. Not sure how. Medical checkup. Well, very good. Let's ask her life.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Invisible enemy means the
An
epidemic.
invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
That's true.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Wait, why is the nurses here not wearing masks? If we are fighting this epidemic, the
I'm
least
not
they do
familiar
is
with all
wear
the staff
masks.
yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be
Dr.
a problem?
Tibbets.
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
That's a hard worker. Now speak out.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Very well. Now, some personal question. Oh, only hints. I guess that will do. Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Very well. More poster. Life saved by efficient medical aid is a blow struck at the something of the at the heart of the flu epidemic. Maybe.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Research on blood transfusion. Patients.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Let's keep it professional.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
You got some good blood in you.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
I guess better not to pry any longer.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Need more evidence. Oh gosh, so it's...
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reid, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
I also seem to ask the same question.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reid. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Oh, why?
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Watts.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle. I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Corruption?
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Well said.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
True.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
The gang?
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East
I
End.
can see that.
No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Booth Digby. Extreme good blood quality. Personal questions.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
I need you for your blood though. Could you provide that?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
You a priest?
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
If the cross is so effective against us, why not?
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
So you bought yours from China? Why is it not as effective as the one the doctor used against me?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Guess that's all we can ask from you.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Would you rest well, Mr. Hampton?
It's locked.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Now what will we get here?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reid? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Ah, I'm gonna suck off your blood dry then.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansey has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reid. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Let's go for animosity.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
True.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansey, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Well, Doc, you have a great passion with that. They disapprove modern technology, modern medicine methods. Oh, there's a progress. Personal question, I don't think he's good for personal question though.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Is it? Let's try again.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Interesting, we can change the option.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
That's true. Now we can't progress any further, so let's get back.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
When can I heal myself?
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end? I will not let you down.
That's what is happening to the front line in real life as well. Glass fails.
So many deaths.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Bloody arm fix.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Then this is a bit different about the hospital then.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reid? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Yeah, he gonna suck a blood dry.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reid.
That's true. Some good amount of blood. Personal question, I hope you don't mind. Oh, okay, I need a hint. Too bad.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
Probably I
I'll
can
see you
get
later.
those hints from medical reports. How about you? Maybe you shall be the last person I ask question, then we'll call you a day.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Dorothy Crane. Okay, I think we asked enough questions.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
We did ask prior enough from her earlier on.
It's locked, all right.
Wait, what? Just now the door was open. I guess I did enough, so thanks for watching so far. I guess we'll continue this series in a later time. Hope you enjoy the gameplay and see you soon.